in Cristobal de la Laguna on the Canary Islands, the home of Iberostar Tenerife. It's game day 8 of the Basketball Champions League, and Tenerife welcomes Cibona, one of the most historic names of European basketball, to the Canary Islands. Tenerife currently in a three-way tie at the top of Group D, and Cibona, with a 2-5 record, are propping up the whole group. Getting a chance to look at the schedule for Group D. Ostend had a big win yesterday to keep them in touching distance of the top of the group. And the rest of the games in Strasbourg and in Avellino and here in Tenerife all take place at 20:30 Central European Time. This beautiful 5,000-seater facility, home now to the third place team in the ACB in Spain. In spite of a setback at the weekend when they were upset to an extent on the road against Zaragoza, this team sit third in the ACB. Here are the standings in the Group D of the Basketball Champions League. Tenerife, on points difference, are currently ranked 1 with a 5-2 record. Ostend, having played that game yesterday with the 12 points, slip into the top 4. But they're at the bottom. Cibona, 2-5. Still, with half the games to go, not out of contention to make the second stage of the Basketball Champions League. But they've got to start turning performances around and turning performances into wins. Here is the Cibona roster. A little bit light on numbers with injuries, with new coach Ivica Bulic at the helm. No Ante Zizic, which is always a disappointment. The veteran, Novasias Joksimovic, not in the roster either. So it's a very young looking Cibona team that faces the daunting prospect of coming to Tenerife and taking on one of the form teams of the Basketball Champions League. So the Cibona roster being introduced to the crowd. Here is the roster for Tenerife. And also Carl English not in the lineup this evening. But apart from that, pretty much the normal roster for the home team. Rodrigo San Miguel, first man out for the home team. And this team has a real feel of confidence. As I say, currently sits third in the ACB, arguably the most competitive league domestically in Europe. Vazquez, they've got a nice blend of real experience, veteran status with players such as Davin White and Fran Vazquez, players at the peak of their powers, and also some young, exciting talent like Mamadou Niang. So this facility is getting a team that really does fit in these grand surroundings. Cibona with Scotty Reynolds, and one of the leading scorers in this competition. As we get a look at the third team on the floor, the three officials, Mazeski, Kolo and Sisic from Poland, Portugal and Albania. Third team on the floor, and as we've consistently said throughout this competition, some of the best officials there are in the continent. Going back to Cibona, Scotty Reynolds, currently 5th leading scorer in the Basketball Champions League. The 188, 29 years old now, Reynolds. Any team that has Reynolds on will keep the scoreboard ticking over. It's what support he's going to get from the rest of this little depleted roster from Cibona. Well, here's the starting lineup for Cibona with Andile Kolic, Wozniak, Sulemanovic and Slavička alongside Scotty Reynolds. So still a lot of international experience that will enable Coach Iberostar Tenerife, who was the assistant coach for Cibona. Starting lineup for Tenerife just about to be revealed to you. Interesting to see who Coach Videoletta is going to put in the starting lineup. He has lots of options. He's mixed up his starters a lot. But Rodrigo San Miguel, Abramadis, Bogulis, White and Dornicamp will start for the Spanish club. A real bowl of a facility for Coach Videoletta to really ply his trade. Great experience. Multiple clubs across Spain, national teams at various age groups and with a senior team as an assistant. So Coach Videoletta will be enjoying life on the Canary Islands as his team sit 3rd in the ACB and top of their group in the Basketball Champions League. You can always tell a team with confidence, a team that feels good about itself, and this team in Tenerife, with the results they've had domestically and in the Basketball Champions League, comes into every game with a lot of confidence. Cibona, well, they currently sit with a 5-2 record in the Croatian League. In the Adriatic League, they sit 5th. But in the Basketball Champions League, they're propping this Group D up with a 2-5 record, and they really do. Well, not necessarily need to start getting a win with a win here, but they need to be turning performances into results if they have any aspiration to be in the next stage of the Basketball Champions League. Great history, Cibona, 2 times the winners of the European Champions Cup. Cup Winners' Cup once, the Courage Cup once. They've won the Adriatic League. 18 Croatian leagues. They've won the Yugoslav League in the past. This club has just got tradition and history, and whoever pulls on the vest is going to play with the passion that you'd expect a team of that level to display. Well, wherever you are watching this, welcome to Tenerife. You're inside the Santiago Martin Arena, and we are moments away from the start of game day 8 in the regular season in Group D. There'll be a moment's silence Well, great respect to the moment, silence, and we're just about to get underway. Tenerife in the yellow uniform, Cibona in the blue. Basketball Champions League action, game day 8, and we're on the way. And Cibona will have the first look at the offensive end. Interesting to see how Cibona play this in terms of tempo and time, and how much Reynolds is going to be dominant. Move to the inside. Step back for the little turnaround is sweet. And Cisco gets the first two. Sorry, that's Hamanovic. It's a nice little turnaround, the Bosnian Finn. Jump hook on the baseline is good for Bogulis. Got to think Cibona might try and put Tenerife to sleep. Spend time with the basketball, straight down the middle for two. And Moziak ticks it over for Cibona. Progress inside, outside. San Miguel in the corner, knocks down the three. It's great ball movement. Low post gets a touch. Kicks it out the post, extra pass. And Tenerife have the early lead, 5-4. Cibona are going to spend time with the basketball. Slevic, turnaround jump shot is good. Slevic got. Dornicamp with a long three is good. Dornicamp, who really has found a home here in the Canary Islands. Scotty Reynolds, little hang time off the glass, gets the drop. A perfect start for both teams. And we're tied at 8 apiece. Dornicamp will hand it on to White. Tries to find a little seam. Dornicamp underneath for two. Sorry, Bogris for two. Oh, Coach Fidioretto not happy because his team is not playing defense. Reynolds is fouled as he turned the corner. Scotty Reynolds. Nearly 18 points a game to rank 5th on the scoring list so far. He's a handful. We'll break it down on the dribble. He'll stop. Doesn't get the drop. That's the first missed shot of the night. Dornicamp will give it up. White, quick release on the break, is off. Defensive rebound. Gives Cibona a chance to run. 4-on-3 break. And we got a whistle. Koric was on his way to the hoop, but I think they're going to call it on the floor. Koric only 21. And this Cibona roster is just full of young guys who could be anything. Scotty Reynolds needs a pass, finds a pass, no inside touch. Now to get one. Tough move to the inside under a lot of pressure. And Slavička just couldn't get it away. Nice pass, beautiful lead pass. Manufactured the bounce pass. Aromatis gets the two, but it's all about the pass. Reynolds finds a little hole. Ivanovic, does he get the drop? And White will bring. San Miguel is out of bounds. Reynolds turns down the ball screen, wants to play in a bit of space, goes inside. 5 on the possession. I think we're talking heads up defense. We're going to call a foul before the loss of contact. Camp tried to lose the contact, which did cause the travel, but there's the foul ahead of the loss of contact. Good call by the official. Slavička sets the down screen. Reynolds has it. Slavička gets it. Left alone, gets the two. Defensive breakdown. The Tenerife just didn't communicate. San Miguel will get it into the half court. Camp, little setback. Bogris wants it in the post, gets a touch now. Skips to the weak side. Ball movement is pretty, but it's still going to end up tough ask, and White is fouled on the closeout. Quick first step was the issue. The closeout just couldn't contain the penetration. Slavička picks up his first foul. Devil White misses from the line. Second one is good, and Tenerife have the 13-10 advantage. We're just about halfway through the first quarter, full court pressure. They look long and throw it straight to the bench. Slavička just did not put himself in a position to make the pass. Bogris outside will hand it off. Devon White. Bogris rolls to the inside, wraps it around. Abramedes is off for three. Chance for Cibona to run. They have 3-on-1 here. Great pass. Gave it up before he could be fouled. White wants to travel. He's not getting the travel on that play. Whistle's already gone. Bogris. Turnover, just recovered by San Miguel. Needs a pass, just about finds Abramedes. San Miguel, Camp for three is off. Great work by Bogris on the glass. Gets the putback. Reynolds, feet set, lines up the three. Count it. Cannot go under screens with Scotty Reynolds. Got to chase him. White going baseline, quick release off the first step is no good. Cibona want to run, but numbers back for Tenerife, and so Wozniak will get it into the half court. Nice roll to the inside, poor shot. Chance to go the other way. San Miguel. The trowel for two is Abramedes. Well, Camp, sorry. Offensive rebound. Sinomanovic. Camp pleads his case, but that's going to fall on deaf ears. Well, Camp reaches in, makes it quite easy for the official, if he believes that there's contact, to call the contact because he's reached in. San Miguel sits. Bayram joins the game. Reynolds. Whistle on the play, and White's going to be charged with a personal, and Tenerife already in the penalty, so Cibona will have a chance to tie it at 17. Reynolds misses the first front end of the two, and unusually for him. Goes 0 for 2. I don't think he's gone 0 for 2 for the whole season from the free throw line, Scotty Reynolds. White will get him into the half court. Baylan will look at the full screen. Nice pass. Bogus on the roll. Found a beautiful angle. And there's a lot of palms up and discussion on the Cibona lineup. That's just no help side defense, and Bogus goes to 8 points personal. Now Bogus is having a great first quarter. Comes up with a defensive rebound. White in transition will find Bayran, who doesn't like his numbers, so he'll pull it out. White off the high screen, looks inside. Bogus again. Baylan in the corner is short. Defensive rebound. Sulemanovic will come down with it. Reynolds looks down to the block. Savicka, baseline spin off the glass for two. Nice move. Just kisses it off the glass. 2:30 in the first to go. And Tenerife, well, if the idea was to put them to sleep, it's not worked. 19 points already. We've got a foul on the play. Magulionis picks up the personal. Ljubicic in the game for Cibona. Oh, nice penetration off the glass for two and turn the corner. Really quick on the first step. Koric with the two, ties it at 19. And Cibona are hanging in here. Fearless is the only way you can describe it. A lot of young guys getting serious minutes. Got a whistle as Bayran try to go to work in the post. Kick to the three-point line. Three is gone, is off. And Baylan comes up with the offensive rebound. Gets a 14-second reset. Takes the ball screen. Vasquez picks, pops, mid-range. Well, if you wanted to trademark Vasquez, apart from his athleticism, the pick and pop to the mid-range is what he's really made his career doing really, really well. Poor pass into traffic, but Reynolds will survive with the basketball. Reynolds, a little step back two is no good. Ljubicic gets a piece of it, and the ball will belong to Cibona. Ljubicic on the inside, little floater for two. And we're tied at 20-21, and we're in the last minute of the first, and Savicka's had a really effective first period. 8 points personal. Bayran trying to post up, guard on guard, goes to the far side of the ring, can't get the finish. And Koric is looking at his teammates, say, I forced him baseline, where was the help? And everybody nods, and Maric happens to be in the eye line. Great move by Baylan, but he'll be disappointed he didn't finish the play. Ali Bayran started his basketball career with Real Madrid, spent some time with Estudiantes, played for Gran Canaria, and now finds himself in Tenerife. Bassas will have it. Looks at the space beyond the screen, no option. Bayran, quick first dribble. Got to go up from deep, way off. Chance to run here for Reynolds. Gives it. And Maric will hold it, looking for the last shot of the first period. Chance for Cibona to take the lead. Down to 8 on the possession. Tenerife, no foul to give. Oh, Maric almost just completely mishandles. Cibona goes up, tries to force it. Defensive rebound. The prayer from the halfway line is no good. And that'll do it for the first quarter. And Cibona, short-handed. New head coach for the night. Most of the experience not in uniform, yet they still come to the top of Group D, and at the end of the first have a 21-21 scoreline and have really acquitted themselves really well. Tenerife have ticked it over offensively, but defensively have given up so many options to the inside. Statistically, 88% for Tenerife. 56 and 50, you take those numbers any day of the week. Tenerife, 8 assists. They've moved the ball really well.
We have to defend the mismatch after the switch. We defend hard, fighting, denying, in front, not waiting all.
Oh, Coach Villarreal really, his team switches a lot. But as he said then, you know, when we switch, we have a mismatch, we've got to fight, we've got to get in front, we've got to deny passes. And we've got to help that man. That's the message coming out of that quarter break. Offense isn't the problem for Tenerife tonight. Will they play enough defense to put Cibona away? If you let a young, fearless team hang around, anything can happen. Start of the second quarter then. Possession will be with the home team. Tenerife will inbound. The issue for Cibona is to just be relentless, trying to maintain the level. Bassas will get it into the half court. Grigonis puts it up. Will not get it to drop. 2-on-1 break. Great execution. They blow the layup. They come up empty and they did everything right except make the layup. Bayram finds the open man. Bassas for 3 is off. That's a great work on that. It's a way to run the floor. Hanley gets the putback, just a reward for the hard work. Cisco off the high screen. Now he needs a pass. Little mishandle. Jurmanovic off the glass, no good. Defensive rebound belongs to Javi Bayram. Looks down the floor. Grigonis will find Bayram. Bathwet in the post. Thinking pass, really. He's going to have to go, I think. Goes up with a jump hook, doesn't get above 10 feet, so comes up short. Stelichka goes inside with the pass. Let's bring out the drills. Koric gets the little step back to the little hook. 23 apiece. Hanley doesn't give Vasquez a look on the post. Grigonis. Vasquez on the roll, inside, outside. Hanley on the closeout, attacks it. And they have to put it up. Grigonis can't get it to drop. Great work on the glass. Vasquez and Hanley couldn't collect, so Cibona bring. Oh, great push, coast to coast for 2. And Maric just gets the 2. The innocence, we say, of the young player. Although Maric is one of the oldies. Bayram for 3. You want to make him put it on the floor. He's one of the best stand-up shooters there is in Spain. Gets his feet set, knocks it down. Tenerife get their noses back in front. Maric again, finds his way to the hoop and one. Well, Gilionis may well ask why, but they just allowed Petar Maric to turn the corner. Once he's turned the corner, you need help. No help came. Chance for Cibona to open up a 2-point lead. There is no script for this game that says Cibona get anywhere near the lead, let alone have a 2-point lead. Can't convert the extra point. Gilionis outside, moves it on. Vasquez will find Bassas. Fran Vasquez again goes to the inside. Bayran has it turned over, and they commit to the break. Cibona just run far side of the ring for two. And timeout for Tenerife. Coach Villarreal has seen enough of Cibona running fast break drills. That's a great start to the quarter for Cibona. One of the upsets of the season with this roster, if they can get the win. But at the moment, they are more than holding their own. Timeout for Tenerife. Let's take a listen in. Well, Cibona sharing the ball. 7 guys have already scored. So there's no fear out here. And why would there be? So Maric has had 2 really nice penetrations to score. So not surprisingly, after the Tenerife timeout, Cibona show some pressure. Ferran Bassas will get it into the half court. Bayran for 3 is off. Offensive rebound is Gilionis. Bassas comes off of Vasquez's screen, gets to the baseline, needs a pass. Vasquez somehow finds an angle. Body's on the floor. Cibona competing really, really well here. Sulejmovic moves it on. Savanic doesn't get the drop. Got a little out of control. Vichka. Bayran's got to go inside, outside. Bassas for the open 3. Count it. We're tied at 29, a new ball game with 6 to go in the half. Cisco will advance the basketball. Off the high screen. Staggers away. Malic in the lane, inside, outside. Cisco for the 3, got it. Young Cisco just lifted beautifully from the weak side, gets open, knocks down the 3. Bayran just milking that guard post-up option. Bassas, back-to-back 3s for the guard. Ferran Bassas, 6 points personal on the back of the 2 3s. Cisco, way off. Great work on the glass, and Maric just can't control it. No one put a body on him. Davin White checks back in. So substitution for Cibona. Samak. Samak checks in. Crowd trying to generate some atmosphere here. It's a little flat here. White off the high screen. August will roll, doesn't get a look. Hanley gets his own rebound, throws it out. Bayram lines up the three, attacks the closeout. Great ball movement. Three is gone. Buried. Davin White. Everyone touched it again for Tenerife. They lead by 3. White gets a hand in the lane. See, the dilemma with the absentees for Cibona is it's just a mountain they're trying to climb here. Koric only averages 8.7 minutes a game. Maric only averages 7.5. You know, so they've got guys in the game now who just aren't used to playing extended minutes at this level. Sicic's not here, plays 27 minutes a game. Joksimovic plays 23. Dorshvic plays 11. These are all double-digit guys who are just not in the lineup. Just about hustling it down here. Reynolds is only 5 on the possession, finds the open man. Maric for 3 is long, hits nothing. Reynolds got to put it up. I think they're going to wipe it off because the clock reset incorrectly. Elijah Johnson is also not here, 20+ minutes a game. This is the light cavalry, the charge of the light brigade here in Tenerife for Cibona, but they only trail by 3. So as I've said a couple of times already, young, fearless players are always a dangerous proposition. Opening the corner for 3, Abramadis is no good. Defensive rebound gives Reynolds the chance to run. They got numbers, ball doesn't touch the floor and they move it beautifully. Now they're going to bring it out. Well, there was 2 players and he only found the gap between the 2. Emir Sulemanovic. Sulemanovic is going to be putting in a long shift tonight. Timeout on for Cibona. And while they're going to be positive, they're starting to struggle against the pressure, starting to wear them down. They trail 3, 35-32. Let's take a listen. Sideline possession, Reynolds following the timeout, will have it, turns the corner, pulls the trigger from 3-point line, is long, very long. Bayram picks up another stat. Bayram's an accumulator of stats, rebounds, he passes well, and just shoots good percentages. Assas needs a pass. Abramadis moves it on. The ball never sticks for long. White wraps it, Bogris inside. Got to finish the play. Great pass from White. Samak is going to be charged with a personal. Bogus makes the first. Samak picks up the personal. 2 for 2 for Bolgris from the line. 5-point game. Cibona, dangerous time for Cibona. They need to keep this at a manageable number. They do not want this slipping out to double digits before half time. High pick and roll. Reynolds manufactures a shot so well. Oh, Bayram for 3. Wow, doesn't happen very often. Numbers down the floor again for Cibona, inside touch. Nemanovic backs in, goes with the right hand jump hook, doesn't get the roll. It's going to be a very, very draining night for the forward. White comes out top, takes the ball screen, gets in the lane, kicks, wide open for 3 in the corner, is off. That's a great battle, chance to run, Reynolds gives it up. Ball's knocked away and will go back to Tenerife. Gligonis checks back in. Abramadis will move it on. A little back cut by San Miguel. Marinelli's going to be charged with the personal. End line possession. Tenerife wanted the free throws, but I don't think they're going to get any joy there. White steps back, feet set for 3, buries it. Second 3 of the game for Davin White. Reynolds spins to the middle, far side of the ring, pretty play. Didn't look like he had any chance whatsoever to manufacture that type of shot. The penetration, use of the body to protect the ball was first class. Gligonis, Bogus on the roll, in the block. Skip pass, White's up and down and releases! And now's the 3, back-to-back 3s for Davin White. Feeling it now, quick release, 7-point lead. Misunderstanding. Reynolds went back door. So Nemanovic was looking somewhere else. Now Cibona have to regroup. They trail by 7. Iberostar Tenerife will have possession coming back. Well, Davin White was just gone 3 from 4 from the 3-point line. Straight up, straight down, straight through. Cibona have to dig in right now. They trail by 7. They cannot allow that to grow. San Miguel out top. We'll find White, who's feeling the 3. Shakes a little move, gets it back. He's feeling that. That's way short though. Defensive rebound. A chance for Cibona to run 4-on-2. Just find the open man. Pickett was well and truly picked. Gligonis goes the other way. Reynolds stops and pops the three, knocks it down, and they just need him to keep ticking it over. Boy, there's the two for Gregonis. But Reynolds went straight back at them, hit the three. Coach Villarreal wants the last shot, wants to make sure he gets a shot he wants. Just listen in.
Vamos en llegada, pero si ganamos muy rápido, pero que sea, vamos en llegada, Tim aquí, Aaron, esquina, y David aquí.
Well, while Scotty Reynolds is on the floor, Cibona have always got the option to tick the scoreboard over, the 5th ranked scorer in the Basketball Champions League so far. Well, they've not got long here. And Cibona have 2 fouls to give, so be sure that they will definitely use those. It's one of those moments where I'm worried about the referee's interpretation of what is and what isn't a basketball action. Again, debate for another day. 45-39, 5 seconds of the half remaining. Got a whistle. This again attacked the defense. Samak took a foul for the team. 3 seconds now with no foul. Can't foul right now. White wants it, doesn't get it. Gregonis for the long three. Oh, makes it! Halfway to the harbour, near the halfway line. Puts up a prayer and it's answered. Take a look. He's closer to the halfway line than the 3-point line. Gregonis ends the first half on the 3. They're going to look at some numbers right now. 48-38. It's a little bit harsh on Cibona, a 10-point margin. They hung around at 5, at 6 for a long time. But Tenerife are shooting the 3-point shot very, very well. There are those numbers. They're down at 40%, 39%. They've taken 23 threes against 5 for Cibona. This team wants to shoot the ball. Rebound numbers pretty similar, but 17 assists is a great number that any coach and team are going to enjoy. The team's taking reasonable care of the basketball. There's not a lot of defensive intensity in this one at the moment. If Cibona want to get into this, that's their only route back. Pick the defense up and try and get points from their defense. Reynolds leads all scorers with 13, no surprise at all. Sulman Manovic has done a nice job on the glass. But Reynolds and Slavicka just go with 5, but White and Bogarus with 10 have really led the way for Tenerife. Well, these highlights are just going to show you again the lack of defensive intensity at times. but both teams have shown the ability to score. Vizca did a nice job early on in particular. And the distribution of the ball like that from Rodrigo San Miguel, joyous, just the way he finds people. So Vizca, again, was always willing to click the scoreboard over. So the 10-point margin is a little unfair on Cibona, who are without a significant number of players that would normally get the chunk of minutes. So as you can see, both teams with their feet set do a great job stroking the three, great job moving the basketball. White is just quick on the release. So both teams have shot well. Tenerife just maintained it for that bit longer at the end of the second period. Subsequently, they have the 10-point lead. It's not through what they're trying, it's not through effort. When you come here without 3 or 4 players that play major minutes against the group leaders, it's a tough ask. So we're going to take a break as you come to the end of these highlights, and we'll be back shortly for the second half. Can Cibona get a run going at the start of that to give themselves a chance at getting back in, or are Tenerife just going to underline the 10-point lead at the half by stepping it up themselves? We'll be back for the second half shortly.
Recuerden todos que el domingo vuelve la Liga Endesa a las 11:30 de la mañana con el partido entre Iberostar Tenerife y Ocampo, donde les esperamos a todos. 4, 3, 2, 1. Se acabó el tiempo, chicas. Vamos a darle un fuerte aplauso, como se merece, a las jugadoras del preinfantil femenino de la escuelita de baloncesto de Candela. Estas Navidades no te pierdas nuestro campus de Navidad en la Laguna de Santa Cruz del 26 al 30 de diciembre. Ven y juega al básquet con nosotros. Más información en sebecarias.net. Ya lo sabes, estas Navidades no te pierdas nuestro campus de Navidad. Aprende con nosotros. Abierta ya la inscripción. Escuelita de baloncesto del Club Baloncesto Canarias. Aprende a jugar al baloncesto con nosotros. Toda la información en sebecarias.net. Y ya sabes que nos puedes seguir a través de las redes sociales, Facebook, Twitter o Instagram. Búscanos en nuestras redes sociales en Facebook, Twitter e Instagram. El domingo vuelve la Liga Inglesa. A partir de las 11:30 de la mañana, Iberostar Tenerife, UCAM Murcia. Te esperamos. Ya lo sabes, este domingo te esperamos a partir de las 11:30 de la mañana. Iberostar Tenerife, UCAM Murcia.
Welcome back to Tenerife inside the Santiago Martin Arena. And that end to the second period has given the home team that little cushion, the 10-point cushion. It should settle any nerves they had with Cibona, the definite underdog in the game with the players missing from the roster. They were hanging around with Scotty Reynolds in an opposing team. If you let a team hang around almost single-handedly, he could cause the upset. Well, just around this group, Strasbourg have a commanding lead over Utena at home. Ashbel have a narrow 4-point advantage over Megalex. But Tenerife, now they've moved this out to a 10-point lead. Look fairly assured to retain their top spot in the group. Let's take a listen to of where Cibona are going first few possessions. It's important for Cibona, if they come out at the start of this second half, that they really do just get a foothold. They can't let Tenerife build on this 10-point lead. Got to get it into single digits and just hang around. If they can hang around, as I say, with Scotty Reynolds. And to be fair now, the performance of Nick Slavica will give him some support on the points front. So if they can hang around single digits, stay in this until the end of the third, fourth quarter upset away from home, stranger things have happened. Koric will inbound. Cibona will have first look at the offensive end, and we're underway in the third quarter. Wozniak in the half court. Tenerife trying to mix it up defensively here, 2-3 matchup. Oh, high post is wide open, but Slavica couldn't complete. Had an open look from the foul line. So Videoreda takes a look at some different options defensively. Always looking, always trying to develop his team, always trying to look for an angle. Got a whistle on the play. Wozniak picks up the personal. Evan White. Bogus gets a touch on the inside, goes to work, tries to feed it. Reynolds is in the passing lane and knocks it out of bounds. 5 on the possession. Abramatis will pop, doesn't get it. White gets in the gap. Abramatis in the corner for 3. Got it! Abramatis with the 3, and the worst possible start for Cibona. Reynolds takes the high screen. Wraps it, wide open 3 from the top is off, offensive rebound. The put back is no good. Bogus comes down with a rebound. Koric just has to show a little bit more composure on that putback. There's the foul. Reynolds takes one for the team to stop the transition. Abramatis. So Donikamp going to work on the inside. Little hang time. Doesn't get the drop. Aaron Donikamp just ignored Abramatis in the corner. Went to work himself. Will go to the free throw line. And the signs here worrying if you are a Cibona fan. Manovic picks up the personal. Donikamp on the free throw line. The important thing for Tenerife, if they start to increase this lead, is that they want to. It's about performance then. And Coach Videoletta will be more than aware that it's not about today necessarily. It's about the weekend. It's about next week. It's about, as the season develops, Tenerife want to be competing for silverware. They want to be in the latter stages. Great rotation. 3-on-2 break, easy 2, great execution. Timeout Cibona. The nightmare start to the start of the third has happened. They trailed by 10. They now trail by 17. A 7-0 start for Tenerife. Ended with the steal and the layup for Abromaitis, and Tenerife putting their foot down. Two-2-1 trap. They're really pulling it all out here. Extra pass, wide open three on the end of the break. Well, they got a shot that they were quite happy to accept, Tenerife. Cibona couldn't complete. Dornicamp will find White in the corner. Abromaitis once, doesn't get. Bogres will reverse it. San Miguel open for three is off. And the defensive rebound is pulled in by Sulemanovic. Reynolds, nowhere to go, manufactures one. Almost flat on his back when he let go of it. Reynolds ticking it over for Cibona. White will take the ball screen. San Miguel, rotation, Bogres, extra pass, wide open, Abromaitis in the corner. Sweet, it's straight line stuff. Lines it up, everything goes straight through the ball, Abromaitis. 18-point lead. Reynolds, nice pass. Finished by Slavička. .16 margin. They've got to try and find a way to eat into this. Stops and scores for Cibona. Reaching foul. Koric not standing for anything from Dornicamp. Well, he said right at the top of the game, you put on a Cibona shirt, you play with pride and passion. Koric demonstrating that there. They're 16 down, he's not happy. Bogres will find White. Quick release off that screen, just buries it. That is quick. Gavin White coming off that screen, gets rid of it so quickly. Reynolds tries to create, needs a pass. Slavička can't get the little push, gets his own rebound, can't complete. Dornicamp gives it up. White in transition, stops, pops the three. Gavin White knocks down another three, back-to-back threes for the guard, 64-42. Scotty Reynolds in the lane, has it knocked away. San Miguel, White again, lines it up, count it! Gavin White, three after three after three, the crowd are up. 67-42. White almost single-handedly has just blown this game apart. 6 from 8 from the three-point line. Well, he already has 6 threes, Davin White. There's almost half a game to go. Well, Jimmy Barron had 10 last night to set a Champions League record. Davin White, if he's given his head here, he's still on the floor. Could be looking at more than 10. He is quick. This is quick. When he takes that dribble, gets separation, he releases the three so quickly. Great chemistry on this Tenerife lineup. Reynolds will move it on. Ball knocked out as Koric tried to manufacture a pass to Slavička. Dornicamp gets a piece. Reynolds needs a pass, fires it up after drawing contact. Heads up play. We'll shoot three free throws. There you go. Puts his contact into San Miguel in the act of shooting. Smart play by Reynolds. But misses the first. That made him 0 for 3 from the free throw line then. Makes the second. Make that 2 from 5. 6 minutes to go in the third, and Tenerife have just exploded. With a 23-point lead. White looks like he's wanting it again, looks to feel it, steps back, gets inside, is fouled. White makes the first. Moves him on to 21 points personal. Again, zone trap. Runs in a passing lane, great find. Koric for 2 down the middle, gets the drop. San Miguel takes the high screen. Dornicamp is long. Bogris, great work on the glass. Reynolds gets a piece and collects. Take your hat off to Scotty Reynolds. He's not throwing any towel in. Extra pass. Easy 2. And Slavička gets the 2. Sorry, Koric gets the 2. San Miguel, nowhere to go. Goes to Bogris. San Miguel for 3 is off. 3-on-2 break. Big second step, soft touch for 2. Slavička gets the drop. Led the break really, really well. It looks impressive. At the moment in the losing calls, but looks very impressive. Davin White. Looking for some space. Wide open, San Miguel in the corner. Just buries the 3. The 3-point numbers here for Tenerife are starting to look very impressive. 45% at the moment from the 3-point line. Reynolds kicks it out. Sulejmanovic is short with the 3. Abromaitis comes down with a defensive rebound stat. White comes off the screen, a hard show, takes away his option. Nice pass. Progress with the easy 2. All he had to do was keep his hands up and turn around. White getting numbers across the whole stat line. Cisco will get it into the half court. Reynolds is fouled on the catch. Van Vathqueth checks in, as does Amalios Gligonis. Scotty Reynolds turns the corner in the lane. Vathqueth gets a piece of it. Ball's knocked away. Gligonis comes down with it. Numbers down the floor here for Tenerife. Inside, outside, Vathqueth moves it on. Assas with the three is short. Offensive rebound by Vathqueth. Oh, a little give and go, and Abromaitis just blows the dunk. Blocking foul, I'm pretty sure. .249 in the third. Reynolds is fouled right there.
Cibona.
Malic checks in for Cibona, Belan for Tenerife. The way Devin White was shooting the ball, you'd like to see him come back, see if he can get anywhere that 10 threes of Jimmy Barron's from yesterday. Assas moves it on. Gligonis. As Bassas tries to turn the corner, moves it on. Bayran attacks it down the middle and kicks. Open three is buried. Abramantis with his feet set. It's a textbook release. Everything's in a straight line. Offensive foul is going to be called. Cisco can't understand it. Well, there's a lot of movement by Lubicic. Well, Cisco's been charged with a foul for the hook. Bayran out top, moves it on. Abromaitis, same result, different side. Everything looks as sweet. Everything in a straight line. A very satisfied feel to Coach Videoleta as he's just walking that sideline. Must be very happy. Ball shared perfectly on the inside. Vathqueth just lines up another block though. Sulemanovic is just added to the list of guys who've taken it to Vathqueth, and Vathqueth has just blocked it. Reynolds feels a little help in the corner, wide open, buried. Cisco with his feet set, looked good from the three-point line then. 80 to 55, 1:30 to go. Abromaitis is off this time. Was a little bit rushed on that release. Nice look early. Poor finish though. Koric made the effort to run the floor, then just complete the play. Bayran controls it. Bayran, quick step, little lay up off the one step for two. Abby Bayran ticks it over. 82 points, 55, still 50 seconds left in the third. Tenerife looking at technical foul on the flop. Crowd don't like it. Gligonis doesn't like it. But those two are immaterial. The person who didn't like it and mattered was the official. Let's go shoot the technical unsuccessfully. Reynolds beats the pressure, now controls it. Quick first step, great little offload. Lubicic gets his first 2 points. We go upstairs. That's great. Hanley, great control. Just walked into the space, held his own space, caught and finished the play. Last 13 seconds of the third. Cisco attacks it, gets into the keyway, wraps it. Reynolds waits, fires up the three, rims it in and out. So at the end of the third, Tenerife have just stamped their authority on this. Oh, here are the game stats. Cibona themselves, 51% from the 2-point range, but they're matching up against 72 and 47. 51 and 30, don't sound too bad, but Tenerife are just phenomenal at the moment. 26 assists. There is still a quarter of basketball to go. I don't know what the record is. We had record threes yesterday. 26 assists. Well, Tenerife currently ranks second in assists. This is going to help them on that department. Assists per game for them, 22.4. They've had more than that, and they've still got a quarter of basketball to go. So this could be fun. But don't write Cibona off. It's going to be a tough ask here, but young team's going to play hard. Got a holding foul within 5 seconds. Cisco is going to be charged with a personal. Jonas. That's on the baseline. Nice pass. Foul on the way up. Hanley will go to the free throw line, makes the first. Again, very, very fundamentally sound. 2-2-1 press again for Tenerife. They just about hit the middleman. Oh, Marinelli didn't need a second invitation. Missed the three though. Tenerife showing the zone again. Penetration, far side of the ring. That's a nice finish by Pedro Malic can go left as well as right. Tough move to the far side of the ring. Oh, they made it throughout the travel. Livicic not quite ready for it. To be fair, didn't actually look that much of a travel in slow motion. Bayram out top, goes upstairs, Vasquez! Trademark, backdoor, great find. Top floor elevator, and Vasquez gets the dunk. He may be pushing the veteran stage at 33. That's not a 33-year-old play. Inside, outside. Cisco backs out, 5 on the possessions, got to go up. Fires the 3, is long. Offensive rebound. Off the glass, doesn't get the drop. Vasquez is fighting for it, comes up with a rebound. And Tenerife are off to the races again. Oh, Hanley, great seal off. Frustrated with himself, he didn't finish the play. But again, point of transition for Tenerife. Different level. Different level. And you gotta love the way this team enjoys playing. Tenerife just genuinely looks like it enjoys playing with each other. Just tremendous chemistry around the group. Got a 30-point game. And there's still the 2-2-1 trap. Marinelli off the glass for 2 is good. Wow, great hands by Marinelli and a great quick pass. Excellent second step. Maric gets another 2. Hanley outside the 3-point line will move it on. Oh, the bench is starting to make an appearance. Vasquez is probably done for the night. Mamadou Niang checks in. 7:26 to go in the game. Being honest, does not please coach. Missing a free throw. Will please him even less. Niang comes up with it though, doesn't get the putback. Great work by Hanley to save it. Here we are, 4th quarter, 30-point game. And Tenerife bringing out the party tricks. Malic looks to attack it, stopped and pops the 2 is no good. Niang's after it, he doesn't get it, but Hanley did. Oh, Bayram on the back cut. Now he needs a pass. Oh, only succeeded in finding Malic. And Marinelli goes to the hoop for 2. Bayram out top. We'll get the Niang screen who dives, doesn't get a look. Open man, San Miguel. The three is no good. Finally, the defensive rebound finds its way to Cibona. Marinelli out top, comes off the high screen, gets in the little gap. They line up the three, count it. Sulejmanovic gets Cibona over to 68. So we're back after the timeout. Maric has had a nice game. Very, very strong going to the hoop. An example of it here. Big second step. Cibona extend their defense. San Miguel out top. Niang will give him the ball screen. He'll dive. San Miguel tries to turn the corner. We got a whistle. 5.5 to go in the game. Tenerife well on their way to the 100-point total. Marinelli. Again, there he has a matchup he wants to exploit. Niang comes to help. Great rotation. Slavic pulls the trigger for the long two off the glass. And Nick Slavička not doing himself any harm at all here. Putting in a really nice performance. Well, three is off, but Niang's all over the glass. Got a whistle on the play as Grigionis just attacked the help. First one is good. The inevitable march to the 100 continues. Maric sits. Marinelli in the half court. Great first step. Slavička again can't get it to drop though. Niang with the defensive rebound. Oh, great read defensively. Now they look long. Should be an easy two. Is Slavička just throws one down just to underline what a performance he's putting out there. Wow, the penetrations drew the help, opening the corner. Wozniak didn't need a second invitation. So we go charge of the personal. There's the reach. Samak back. Oh, nice floater off the one step. And Marinelli also ticking it over. Certain amount of energy has dropped by Tenerife after that great third quarter. Deep in the corner is no good. Chance to run for Cibona. Just about hang on. Again, the dose is repeated. That quick release off the first step. Under 20 for the first time in a long time. We'll stay at 98. Adnan Oberagic checks in for his first action. San Miguel sits. Niang's in charge of pushing out of bounds here. End line possession. This should be easy going the other way. 3-on-2. If they need it, they do. They finish really well. Marinelli at the top, 100-79. We've got just under 2 to go. Tough, he stays with the play. Niang can't get it. And they stay with it long enough to force the 24-second, and Niang starting to change shots in there. Crowd responding, as you'd expect. They're loving the youngster. Bassas will get him into the half court. Niang extends. White's enjoyed himself. Iberostar will go after this, no need. Wozniak just knocks down the long three, 20-point game, last minute. Niang will set the ball screen and dive. Doesn't get a touch, should have got a touch. This goes up in the lane, stays with it long enough to draw contact. Marius Gligonis on the free throw line. Makes the first. Goes 2 for 2 from the line. Marinelli still feels the 2-2-1. Just holding. Nari will tack it. Off the glass, doesn't get the drop, but will go to the re-throw line. Adnan. Oh, Magic makes the first. Two for 2 from the line. Last 24 seconds for Cibona to see this out. Marinelli was thinking of walking it off. Now he's not. Opening the corner for 3. Way off. Koric. And Tenerife will walk it off. Coaches shake hands. Apart from a tight first quarter and a half, to be fair, Tenerife blew it open at the end of the second and the beginning of the third. So there's confirmation. Iberostar Tenerife have a 106-84 win over Cibona. Tenerife will stay top of the group. It's very tight, but the scale of the margin will help as they strive to get one of the automatic places in the last 16. Crowd that came enjoyed, definitely. Some highlights, some great shooting from Davin White. And Tenerife lead to a standing ovation from the home fans. Here are the statistics. Cibona shooting 53 and 38. They only hit 4, then he went to the line 9 times. 68 and 45 for Tenerife, impressive understatement. 33 assists on the game for Tenerife. Well, game leaders, White in a hurry had 21. Like the way Reynolds tries to include everybody at Cibona. It's not just about him. Well, Niang only played about 5 minutes, had 2 blocks in that period of time. In terms of scorers, White with 21, Abramadis with 16 were impressive. But as was Reynolds, did a really nice job sharing it. There's lots of opportunities to see guys in yellow uniforms score and shoot the basketball. Reynolds tried, he had to manufacture shots like this. And you can't fault his effort, you can't fault his approach either of trying to involve other people. And once White got going, I think it was good night. 6 threes for Davin White. Just looking across at the other results from Group D. Looks like Strasbourg are going to get the win. Ashfeld also win. So it's very much as you were in Group D. The Bathgraph highlight just underlines how much fun Tenerife were having. Well, that just sums up how effective Tenerife were. Penetration kick to the open man. Isolated examples of how good this Cibona team might be one day. One of the guys that did do well, Slavichka, leaned back on the mid-range two, and he got out and he scored. Well, Cibona played the way you'd expect them to play. They played hard, they played with pride, they were trying to represent one of the biggest names in European basketball. But at this point in time, Iberostar Tenerife are trying to join that top table of European basketball. They are trying to become a team that competes for silverware at the highest level. And the Basketball Champions League will offer them that opportunity. Wow, the Tenerife players coming back, but for me, it's a good night from Tenerife. I hope you've enjoyed yet another great night of Champions League basketball.